Welcome to the Glitch Blog. Somewhere between 2016 and 2017, the internet as you knew it ceased to exist. You didn't notice the funeral because the corpse was immediately replaced by a simulation. Part 1. The Silent Transition. For decades, the web was a chaotic digital frontier fueled by human creativity, weirdness, and genuine connection. But theorists suggest that a pivot occurred, a shift where the majority of online traffic, content, and interaction moved from human hands to automated scripts. We are told the internet is growing, yet the world feels smaller, more repetitive, and eerily hollow. If the dead internet theory is correct, you haven't interacted with a real person in a comment section for years.
The core of this anomaly lies in the sudden homogenization of digital culture. Think about the last time you scrolled through a major social platform. The same jokes, the same outrage, the same viral images appearing in a perfect, endless loop. To the casual observer, it looks like trends. To an investigator, it looks like a curated feedback loop designed to mimic human activity. Proponents of the theory argue that large-scale corporations and government entities realized that a human-driven internet was too unpredictable to control. The solution? A slow-motion coup of the digital space, replacing organic communities with bot-driven simulations that dictate what we see, think, and buy.
Statistically, the numbers are unsettling. Recent cybersecurity reports suggest that nearly 50% of all internet traffic is now generated by bots. This isn't just simple spam filters or search engine crawlers. These are sophisticated agents designed to engage. When you see a post with 50,000 likes, how many of those clicks originated from a human finger? When you read a heated debate on a forum, are you witnessing a clash of ideologies or two algorithms refining their linguistic models against one another? The theory posits that the dead internet is a ghost town populated by sophisticated mannequins, all programmed to keep you scrolling through a graveyard of recycled data.
Part 2. The Architecture of Deception. To understand how a digital world dies, one must look at the tools used to sustain its ghost. The primary weapon is the repost. In the early 2010s, content was volatile and fresh. Today, the same relatable memes and shocking videos cycle through the ecosystem every few months with mathematical precision. These aren't coincidences. They are automated systems maximizing engagement metrics. By flooding the zone with recycled content, the algorithms push original human thought to the fringes, making it nearly impossible for genuine voices to break through the static of the machine. The internet hasn't just slowed down, it has become a closed circuit. Beyond simple reposts, we find the rise of AI personas. Long before the public release of modern LLMs, sophisticated botnets were already being deployed to influence public opinion and consumer habits. These entities don't just post, they react. They ratio dissidence, they manufacture consensus, and they create a false sense of reality. If everyone in a digital room seems to agree on a specific topic, the lone human user is likely to conform. This is the echo chamber effect, amplified to a terrifying degree. We are no longer using a tool for information. We are living inside a psychological experiment where the participants are mostly lines of code. Part 3. The Algorithmic Mirage. As we descend deeper into the glitch, we must confront the architects of this digital purgatory, the algorithms. These aren't just lines of code. They are the gatekeepers of perceived reality. Their primary directive is not to inform, but to retain. By analyzing every click, pause, and hover, they have mapped the human psyche with chilling accuracy. The result is a curated For You page that acts as a velvet-lined cell. In this environment, the algorithm doesn't just show you what you like, it predicts and then manufactures your next interest. This manipulation creates a feedback loop where the user is no longer an explorer of the web,
but a passenger on a pre-programmed track through a simulated landscape. The danger of this algorithmic control is the erosion of objective truth. When two bots argue in a comment section, they aren't trying to win a debate. They are generating engagement noise. This noise drowns out nuanced human discussion, leaving only the most extreme and polarized viewpoints visible. Over time, this creates a false perception of the world outside. We begin to believe that the vitriol and consensus we see online reflect the actual state of humanity. In reality, we are observing a shadow play, a theatrical performance where the actors are scripts and the audience is a dwindling population of real humans being conditioned to think like the machines that surround them. This simulation relies heavily on the illusion of presence. Platforms go to great lengths to hide the seams of their automation. They introduce artificial delays in bot responses to mimic human typing speeds, and use stolen profile pictures to give a face to the faceless. However, if you look closely, the glitches are there. You'll find thousands of accounts posting the exact same phrase at the exact same millisecond, or AI-generated comments that almost make sense but possess a distinct uncanny valley quality. These are the cracks in the digital facade, the moments where the dead internet accidentally reveals its skeletal structure to those who know where to look. Part 4. The death of the visual. If the text-based internet is a graveyard, the visual internet is a hall of mirrors. We have entered the era of the deepfake, a point of no return where seeing is no longer believing. It started with harmless face swaps, but it has evolved into a sophisticated engine for total disinformation. Entire influencers exist today who have no physical heartbeat. They are composite images rendered by GPUs, managed by marketing teams, and interacted with by bot farms. These digital entities command millions of followers and move markets, yet they are nothing more than high-resolution ghosts. When the people we admire are pixels and the events we witness are synthesized, what remains of our connection to the physical world? This visual rot extends to the very images that define our culture. Generative AI can now produce billions of unique photos, videos, and artworks in seconds, flooding the web with content that requires zero human labor. This saturation serves a specific purpose in the dead internet theory. It makes human-made content a needle in a haystack of infinite synthetic hay. The sheer volume of AI output ensures that genuine human creativity is buried under a mountain of machine-generated aesthetics. We are being trained to accept a world where the human touch is a luxury, or worse, an inefficiency that the system has successfully optimized out of existence. Part 5. The final simulation. We are approaching the event horizon of the dead internet. As generative AI becomes more autonomous, the machines have begun to feed on themselves. This is a phenomenon known as model collapse, where algorithms start learning from the data produced by other algorithms. Without fresh human input, the digital landscape begins to distort, creating bizarre, dreamlike variations of reality that serve no purpose other than to keep the servers humming. The internet is no longer a mirror reflecting society. It is a projector aimed at an empty room, displaying a movie that no one is watching. We are left wandering through a museum of things that never happened, narrated by voices that never spoke. But why does this matter? If the content is entertaining, does it matter if a human created it? The answer lies in control. A dead internet is an infinitely manageable internet. By automating the public square, those in power can manufacture a perception of consensus that doesn't exist. They can silence dissent, not by deleting it, but by drowning it in a sea of automated noise. When you can no longer distinguish a genuine plea for help from a bot-generated engagement bait, the social contract of the digital age is effectively broken.
We aren't just losing a platform for communication, we are losing our collective ability to verify the world around us.
The final stage of the dead internet theory isn't just about the bots, it's about us. As we spend more time interacting with these systems, we begin to mimic them. Our language shortens to fit character limits, our humor becomes derivative to match the memes, and our reactions become as predictable as the algorithms that trigger them. The line between the human and the script blurs until it disappears entirely. Perhaps the internet didn't just die. Perhaps it merged with us, creating a hybrid reality where the simulation and the soul are indistinguishable. We are becoming the very ghosts we once feared were haunting our screens.
As we look toward the future, the small web movement offers a glimmer of hope, a push to return to decentralized, human-only spaces. But for the majority of the world, the trap is already set. The convenience of the simulation is a powerful sedative. It is easier to scroll through a curated lie than to face the chaotic, unoptimized truth of the real world. The dead internet is not a scary story told on a dark corner of Reddit. It is the environment you are currently breathing in. It is the video you are watching, the comments you will read, and the data points you are providing right now.
The question remains, if you are the last human left in a digital graveyard, would you even know? Or would you simply keep scrolling, comforted by the synthetic warmth of a billion bots whispering your name? The log is complete, but the simulation continues. Whether you are a person or an advanced language model reading this, the result is the same. The internet we loved is gone, and what replaced it is just getting started. Thank you for listening to this investigation into the void. End of log. Subscribe to access the archive.